Hi folks, I hope you are well. My name is Nick, we're on the Commodore Amiga, and we're going to be looking at the Ultimate Pinball Quest, published by Infogrames in 1994. Now, a bit of a demo here, or a bit of an intro should we say, what the hell is going to happen. But essentially, it's a story to this pinball game. You must defeat 3 witches over different lands, and they're the different themed pinball tables. Here's this old geezer, he's telling us who the witches are, I think, or is it a dating app? Well, shall we swipe left or swipe right? She seems to be quite interested. Let's swipe to the next one. No, let's get out of here. I think these witches are very, very dangerous. So it's 3 tables, basically Wasteland, which is a desert theme, Antarctica, which is an ice theme, and Heavy Metal. Right, so this is the desert theme. We've gone into a normal mode, so arcade story, no, we've gone into adventure mode where you think you get 5 balls. After this, we'll go to the next table and we'll probably do shorter story mode, which is like 3 balls. Right, here we go. Now, this is very, very fast. 1 ball's drained already. It looks okay. It's quite narrow. Playfield looks pretty cool. Shading on the flippers could be a bit better. Yeah, this is too fast. Hang on, let's see how we get on. You need to predict. Yeah, I mean, Pinball Dreams and Pinball Fantasies, although tricky, you had to get that. It worked. This, you can either do. Looks like we've got to get the ball higher and higher up the field by getting certain targets. But with pinball, the ball physics seems to be okay-ish. But although frame rate isn't brilliant. You have 2 options. If the ball's going to be as fast as this, you need to zoom out of the play more than this. Now, if you slowed it down, this sort of angle will be okay. This is a bit pot luck, and I'm finding it a bit distracting. It's making me a little bit ill, to be honest. Right, so that's a walk gate up the top. We need to keep getting the ball further and further up, I think. Looks like an endless task, but get as many points as you can, and hopefully the witch will turn up. I'm not impressed by this at the moment. It's very, very so-so. It says it's the ultimate pinball quest. Is it the ultimate? Well, no. I think it's quite a few before that. There are better pinball games out there. This is very, very average. We'll see how the other tables play. But you also have got bonus mode, which will give you, various mini games. I don't feel like I'm in control of this. It's not obvious what you need to do. The table sprues on forever, going up and up and up. What makes a good pinball table is if you can see everything and you've got a vague idea of what to do straight away, with lights flashing in different modes telling you what to do. Here I'm looking for almost additional things like pop bumpers and multipliers, although there's something going on in that wheel there. It's not very welcoming. If you're into pinball, this one would not welcome you straight away. Maybe there's a bit to it and you need to put in the hours. Comes over 3 discs. It's on the normal Amiga 500. If I'd had this back in the day, I probably wouldn't have played it too much, although I am a big pinball fan, and that's saying something, isn't it? Gives you three tables, this, which we'll play each one briefly, but I'll try and keep the ball in play as long as I possibly can, in case we do unlock something exciting. Did you have this one back in the day? Let me know. Now this is the Amiga version, of course. I'm not sure what else it came out on. If it came out on the Atari ST and you owned it, let me know. I don't think there's too many other systems it would have come out on, if any. It's rare that you'd get a set of pinball games with a story mode in between. So as soon as you've beaten it, you destroy the first witch, then you go on to the next one, which is probably the Ice Palace after this, and do them in order. Or you could do them all separately, if you're that way inclined. Which I'm not really. If you're into your pinball, we do review quite a few, or have reviewed quite a few pinball tables or games on the channel. Check out the pinball playlist. We're going to have that on in the background, or treat yourself to a whole day of watching review after review of pinball tables done by me. You might want to, you might be a bit weird. Then click on the pinball playlist. Hooray! Hooray, hurrah, hurrah, hooray, hooray, hurrah. Right, in the desert, I fancy a glass of water now. This table's making me thirsty. High score, N. Right, so that was rather unimpressive. Overall, ball moving too fast. There's the 3 witches. Ball moving too fast for the space you're away from the table. Needed to be higher up, or slow the ball down. Makes it very, very tricky to do. Which one are you going to take these girls are you going to take out on a date if you're a bloke? None of them. Right. I looked at the stat recently. This is something I need to work on. It tells you the audience, what percentage are female, what percentage are male. If they're logged in, of course. If you're not logged in, it won't register it. It said 99.8% male watch this, 0.02% female. Is that right? I don't know. It depends if people have registered their account with the right details. Right, the Ice Palace Place. Those crystals look a bit like Superman 2. 1 player, 2 player, 3 player or 4 player. 1 player for me. You can nudge the table. I'm doing this on keyboard. 2 shift buttons. I think the ball has to hit all the crystals and then we win. There's a number of targets to get to. Again, too quick. Yeah, this table's a wide body table. Goes on well. Yeah, I want to get out of here straight away. There's much better pinball tables in the same era, and definitely much later on. Pinball Arcade and Pinball FX3. Let's see if we can destroy all the crystals. You've seen a few that are disguised as pop bumpers on the top right. Can I get round there? Oh man, almost lit all the targets. This table seems a little bit better laid out than the wasteland table, the desert table, but not by a great deal. I do like the colours of yellow onto this dark colour, so I like the colour scheme, but not much else. Side flipper's a bit ineffectual because your timing on that, you're going to have to predict the ball before it's actually turned up, and it's very hard to know the ball's going in that direction before you know it, if you know what I mean. I would have taken this back to the shop actually. Don't say that about too many games. Yeah, if I had Pinball Fantasies or Dreams, I've been very disappointed with this one. 1994 should have been a bit better really. Got ball physics all of its own, but they're predictable at least. But as I said again, just too fast for the distance you are above the table. If you disagree, let me know. It's all about retro memories. To be honest with you, you had this as a kid back in the day. It's the only game you had. You would have loved it because you would have put in the hours to try and predict how the ball works. So there we go. So it's all about your personal experiences as well. But as an adult playing for this for the first time, a game that came out in 1994, now playing it in 2018, does it excite me compared to other games of the eras? No. Graphics are good, that's it. It's all about playability though for me, although the whole package is important, but playability is the biggest thing. Game over, player one. Well, I don't think we'll waste too much time in here. We've got another table to look at, so we will move on, he said. I'm not drunk, honest. To the heavy metal table. Now, a heavy metal witch is bound to be good, isn't she? So, arcade mode for free balls. We've done Wasteland, we've done Antarctica. Now to heavy metal. Heavy metal. Fingers crossed for a rescue for the end of the review, and then everything's good. Will it play funky heavy metal music? No. This isn't heavy metal music. Oh man. Their definition of heavy metal is slightly different to mine. Again, it looks a bit icy, blue and grey, so it hasn't made itself enough different from the previous table. Although there's no ice crystals, it's definitely all blue. More active pop bumpers here. The best music of the three, despite it isn't heavy metal, in my opinion. Right, okay, so this is my favourite of the three tables. Looks like there's a few things to do. Let's try and get this round here. Right, what's that? That seems to be some multiplier thing going crazy. Try and light up all the targets and might get something extra. Right, this table might be worth playing a few times. Oh man, it's a ball drain, which happens all too often in pinball games, doesn't it? What is your favourite? I'll probably mention it as Pinball Dream, Pinball Fantasies, but what is your favourite pinball game on the Amiga? I've only recently realised this one exists. It might have been a recommendation. If you recommended it, then thank you. Can't remember how I come across it, but it was on the list. Kick back. Du, 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 du. You know, another heavy metal table that disappointed me was on the Sega Mega Drive, and it was Motley Crue Crue Ball we recently reviewed, and that didn't tell me anything about Motley Crue at all. And equally, this heavy metal table is heavy metal in name only and nothing else. I don't think this song's by Iron Maiden. And I didn't have any chance there, did I? Is that all 3 balls already? Right, I think I might break the rules here. I think I might have one more go at this table. I want to see a bit more. Game over. Right, here we go. And this will be my last go of this table. Then we might have a quick look at the bonus game to see if that has anything different. And then we'll probably leave it. Could have been. It's got elements of stuff here that could have been really, really good. It's just this. I don't know what it is. This implementation, I think. Frame rate, speed, distance from the table, the theme. I'm listing lots of stuff now, aren't I, really? But there's a number of things that in their own right aren't huge things, but it doesn't come together as an addictive game package for me. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, and this one, for me at least, does not. Not sure what it scored back in the day. It might have got super reviews. Wouldn't have got anything from me. I probably would have scored it out of 10 or 5. Maybe a bit cruel, but there we go. Playability is everything, as I said. Look at that again. I feel hard done by. Was that the last ball? I won't be having another go. Right, this is the last ball. Let's hopefully it lasts a long time. We unlock lots of crazy, complicated... No. Why do I bother? Great stuff. No, it isn't great stuff. It's very poor stuff. Poor stuff. Underlined 4 times in inverted commas and highlighted in red. Hopefully the bonus game then, that's all we got left here. Hopefully the bonus game is something. A chromness going on there. Quit? Yes, you bet your bottom. I will be editing the load times, they are a little bit long. Here we go, right, so we've done adventure, that's 5 balls. We've done arcade, that's 3 balls. Bonus, let's see what the bonus gives us. Right, we'll do the Antarctica one. Load. This better be good. This better be good. Right, so we've got, what's going on here? So we've got 2 tables, can't make out what's happening. So 2 tables and things coming down. Right, let's go for the next ball. So we've got 2 tables next to each other. Not much going on. Hang on a minute, is that it? Oh, forget this. Forget this. I'm not a fan of this one. That's all you get. And then you have to reload it again if you want another go. Well, I think we'll leave that there, folks. I'm not overly impressed with it. It's not hideous. It's just not very good. Hope you liked having a look at that one. That's the Ultimate Pinball Quest on the Commodore Amiga, published by Infogrames in 1994. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro or pinball, then please put those below, as these 3 witches are going to line themselves up again. Huge thanks to everyone that subscribed to the channel, keeping it up and running and getting us some steady growth. It is most appreciated. If you want to help a bit more, there's patreon.com/njenkin. Every bit really does help. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.